Hi, everyone. I'm Angela York. I'm the Executive Director of Thrive Peninsula. I really appreciate you all joining the call tonight. I want to introduce the people who are going to be speaking on the call. So Allie Whitcamp is one of our board members. She's actually our board treasurer, and she and I have been heading up Give Local for the past, I guess, all 6 years. It's been us. And it's been really exciting to see how the event has grown over time. So we're happy to have all of you help us to continue that momentum. And then I also want to introduce Caroline Dutto. She is our new Director of Development, and she joined us in January and comes with a huge amount of experience in fundraising. And we are just honored to have her on the team and know that we're going to continue to grow and, most importantly, help families who are desperately in need of our services. So it's my job first to pump you up and tell you why we are in need of your help this year to make Give Local a great year. So, with the pandemic, we've seen the need kind of go up and down, but we're actually seeing a huge surge of requests for help right now. I know Terry in the front office and Dottie in the front office see this. We're being completely flooded with calls for assistance. I pulled the statistics today, and we have actually served twice as many people. January through today, we've served twice as many people in the food pantry as we did last year during the same period. We actually have already distributed 80,000 pounds of food, and last year we did 35,000. And something that's unique about the food pantry and unique about the financial assistance we give is it's all driven by people who call us and ask for help. So that means that it's not us going out in the community and serving more. It's actually people coming to our door and calling us and asking us for the help. And so it's really a very firm indicator that there's more people in our community who are hurting. In terms of requests for financial assistance, we have already received over 2,000 applications, individual applications from households looking for emergency financial assistance for rent, utilities, childcare, car repair. That far exceeds any 3-month period. That's a lot. I mean, to put it in perspective, in 2019, I think the whole year we had 4,000 requests, which is still a lot, but to have 2,000 in a span of 3.5 months is just a startling number. And so we're really seeing that there's just a lot of people who are in need of the services that we offer. And then, of course, we offer financial coaching. And this year so far, we've worked with over 230 families we've been working with to create budgets and connect them with other financial tools. And so the work we're doing is, it's very much peaking right now. And I hope this is the peak. I hope it doesn't continue to grow at this rate. But because so much of the government assistance is drying up, this is the time that we're trying to do the most for people. And so I hope that you will help us to get there. And we just appreciate anything you're willing to do to help us to fundraise today. And I know all of you are already donors and supporters of Thrive, and we really appreciate everything. You guys are awesome. We can't do it without you. So that is my bit. So I'm going to let Allie take over. And then I'm going to be able to stay on the call for another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I'm actually going to jump off for bath time. I'm not taking a bath, to be clear.
Pretty exciting time for a 2-3-year-old. All right. I just remembered how to change to gallery view, and I like this much better. I was like, everybody on here together. So thank you for taking time to just learn more about Give Local 757 and what an important initiative or just day of giving it has become for Thrive. It's really an important day for mission sharing and really that grassroots growth. I'm going to show you in a little bit what it looks like over the 5 years that we've been participating in this particular day of giving. How many people are not familiar with Give Local 757? Everybody is there. I know there's some people not on camera, but speak up. Well, that's good. How many of you are donors to Thrive on the day of Give Local 757 in prior years? Yay. Oh, okay. All right. So the old preaching to the choir here. Well, so a lot of this will be a refresher. And we don't really have to go into all the details, but it's a good reminder for us each year, just kind of what we aim for during the day. It is an exciting day all day long, 24 hours of giving. It's one of our two big online giving days a year. There's one in May, and there's one that's always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, which is Giving Tuesday. But this one, you really feel the energy of it's local. It's not this nationwide day of giving. It's Peninsula Community Foundation sourcing all these prize dollars, and it's the nonprofits really cheering each other on. And it's an exciting day. And we start the day, we go midnight to midnight, and squeeze every drop of energy that we can out of the day. And it ends up being really exciting. So I'm going to share my screen if I can. Let's see. There we go. Okay, are you able to see that?
Yep.
All right. So it's 3 weeks from today. It's Tuesday, May 10th. That is the day that Peninsula Community Foundation will host this online day of giving. So make sure you have that day marked on your calendar. You are allowed to do other things, but throughout the day, you'll be hearing from us. And it's all about just, ways quickly that you can share the information we're getting out to you, or ahead of time, plan some emails and let people know that the day is coming, and then remind them that day that the day is there. I did want to share this with you because it's exciting for us to look at. I'm going to just move my little gallery out over here now. So in 2017, Angela kind of said, hey, Peninsula Community Foundation says, do we want to participate in this day? I wasn't really familiar with it, before Thrive jumped into it, although I know it had existed before that. But we were pleased as punch that first year to get over 50 unique donors and, more than $2,000 just for telling our friends, please give to Thrive. And so we really saw the power of what a little bit of effort could do that day. And then we caught on to, really what the day is there to do. And as you can see, it now is, it's making a real difference. I mean, in what Thrive can do in terms of its services. We've, quintupled the amount of individual givers for the day, and then just far and away, the last couple years, we've surpassed our goals. Last year, our goal was 35,000, and we went over 40. I think the year prior was like 15,000, and we hit 27. So I think Angela and I are both a little conservative in that we know we want to hit the goal, but now we also want to establish a realistic one and realize that we have a growing community of people that want to help us hit this goal. And so thank you for being part of that community and willing to also share the story of Thrive, which is really what has made for this type of consistent and meteoric growth. So all day long on Give Local 757, we will be pointing people to our page on their platform, the online giving platform. We can go out to it today. You can also, you'll have this deck afterwards and can click out to it. But basically, through our social media, through e-newsletters that we put out as Thrive, but also that, we'll be providing a toolkit for you to share on social, to send your own emails, even texts, just send that link. And I think, especially in the last couple of years, people are much more willing to, oh, sure, this, somebody that I care about says they care about Thrive, and would I give even, would I consider even a small donation? It really is about growing that number of givers. We're going to talk specifically about some other goals we have that, get us a little higher than just the smallest donation we might ask for. Specifically, on our page, we lay out this nice menu of, people can click right on these tiles and it opens up the giving form for them to give this amount. And obviously they can also choose their own amount, but you might come to the page and think, oh, I'll give 30, and then go, oh, well, I could give 50. So it just spurs them a little bit to stretch. We also want to remind people there are many different ways to give. We, ahead of this day, it's good to go out on Thrive's page, which I think most of us like. And as long as we like it, we can go out there and invite other friends to like it. This is an important part of just growing the audience of Thrive. Telling friends to like the page, and then there's a better chance, obviously, then that they see Thrive's content. We also will create an event for Give Local and invite people to that, because if they say they're coming to the online event, then they will definitely see what we're sharing that day in their feed, which a lot of it is just links back to the donation page, but also testimony, why to give. Certainly to your email contacts. As I mentioned, we can send some information about why to give, and something that you can really just, paste into an email and then BCC to your email contacts. And it doesn't even have to be all that involved. Those people that you could, send an email to, say, hey, I've been involved with Thrive and how much I talk about, I volunteer there every week because it matters that much to me. Would you consider a gift? And it just that ask, can be quite powerful. Also, we realize some people might not give online. They might not click that link, or they might, or they might say, oh, my mother wants to give, or somebody else that maybe, isn't online. This is the part where I tell people that my mom is still the woman in front of you at the grocery store that pays for groceries with a check. So when I say, oh, it's Give Local Day, and I send her the email, and she says, can I write a check? And the answer is yes. They can give in check, they can give in cash. We always have a portal on our website that basically on Give Local Day directs them back to the Give Local page. Really, we want to give just easy talking points about, it's pretty easy to explain to somebody, like Angela was saying. We have people calling, flooding our phone lines with need. They're making very tough decisions about what utilities to pay, what their priorities are to keep their family going month over month. And we can provide such healthy, nutritious meals with a lot of variety for their whole family, and then free up some money that could then, go toward either their rent, their utility. I am a financial coach with Thrive, and it's a really rewarding way to sit down and talk with somebody and just say, we are here to help, and give them a little bit of a moment to let the mask slip and just say, look, I need help, and that's why I'm here. But also the gratitude they have that, helping with 1 month's rent can just keep them there that much longer while they get back on their feet. And it's just, we know what a difference it makes, and it's pretty easy to share that message. I don't even think I mentioned, you look at Give Local 757, and we are matching our effort this year with Live, Give, Thrive. That goes right along with the Give Local theme. Not only just quick, but keeping with the color pattern and everything, so that it all just works nicely together. And then what you see over here on the right is an example of an email, reminding people ahead of time that Tuesday, May 10th is coming up, and then making sure that they, anytime you're reaching out to your network to share that, to share the URL, so that it's never a question of, where do I go to do this? We have it there for them. Let's see. So one thing I wanted to mention, going back to that, when you look at us, particularly our last 2 years and how much things ramped up. A couple years ago, we did, well, really, I think probably the third year in, we realized, we were telling people, oh, $10 is the minimum donation. If you can do $10, that is going to make every donation counts, and it certainly does. But what we also realized is, people do have the willingness and the ability to give at a higher level if we're suggesting a higher gift. So one of the prizes that Give Local gives out is it's called the Early Bird Prize, and it's for the first organization. They give 2 of them out, but that has 50 unique donors giving at least a $50 gift. And we have gotten that award, I'm pretty sure 3 years running, because we were getting people signed up quickly. We worked with our board, with our ambassadors, and said, can we get a guarantee from 50 people basically that you can give at least $50. And so we've had a lot of success with jumping on that and making sure those donations get in there as quickly as possible. Well, for the last 2 years, we've taken it a step further and said, all right, if we're going to be doing this as quickly as possible, we might as well also go for this Midnight Madness prize. It's not a joke that there is a prize for every hour of the day throughout this, contest and online giving day. So actually, they might miss a couple, but we, for the last 2 years, in addition to getting the Early Bird Prize, because we have had our at least 50 donors giving $50 go on starting at the stroke of midnight, as soon as those contributions are eligible for the scoreboard, we've won the Midnight Madness Prize also. And you're eligible to win both. And so right there, we start out of the gate with at least $2,500 in contributions, because we have those 50 people giving $50. And then we win $1,514 in prize money also, which is usually added to the leaderboard. Sorry, I'm adjusting here. Which is usually added to the leaderboard, by 8 o'clock or so that morning. They've already announced who won Midnight Madness and also who has won the Early Bird Challenge. So right there, we end up with over $4,000, just as the day is really kicking off. And the amazing thing is that usually has us on the leaderboard, which is they show the top 10 organizations in terms of donors and dollars. And we're usually right there, even up at the top as the day starts. Now, other people, are organizing their strategies throughout the day, and then we kind of leapfrog around a little bit. But for the last 2 years, we've ended the competition at number 8 overall. So just to stay on that top 10 leaderboard all day is really getting Thrive's name out there. Now I know that Angela and I would be upset if we didn't win these prizes. So we need you to pledge. If you are one of those people, I mean, just by being on this call, you will be getting emails from us, and leading up to 11:55 on that Monday night, the night before. We know some people might hit snooze, so we usually get about 65 people or so that commit to doing it, just in case a few people sleep through. But the great thing is also, it's really one, you're counted as an individual donor by your email address. So if you're planning to maybe give throughout the day, either personally or for your whole family, 100, maybe 50 a person, and there are 4 of you in your family. So, but to spread out the gift by email address. So I go on at midnight, I put in my own gift for my personal email address, and then I put one in my work email address. I put one for my husband. I could put one in my daughter's name, and that actually counts as 4 individual gifts. So That's one way that we've been able to, again, keep that momentum going. So it's a great way to start the day. Does anybody have questions about Midnight Madness? Do we have night owls among us? All right. David gives a thumbs up. But just to keep the momentum going, we do look, there's a possibility somebody else is also looking at this same hour. And so we also look at 9 a.m. at the coffee break and make sure that, the more reasonably houred people who are online, that we get a message out to our contacts in that hour too, and see what kind of momentum we can get there. We also announce a match during that time. Earlier today, Angela had said she might be unavailable. I'm not sure if Caroline's available either. But I think that we'd announce something like a $10,000 matching gift at 9 a.m. And we've really seen how that propels people. They want to, if they know that their dollar is working double time, that really seems to bring some excitement. And it's a time when, if asking people for money isn't your favorite thing to do, just say, this is such a great day with, these exciting prizes that Thrive can win. It all goes back to the mission, or, help us get to this match. Toward the end of the hour, we're like, oh, we're $8,000 of 10,000, help us get there. And we do extend beyond that hour, but at least, it gives that sense of urgency. And then later in the day, between 6 and 7 p.m., we also look for just a little burst of energy again, because certainly there are people that are just tuning in once they get home from work and it's like, oh yeah, it's Give Local today. And we're like, we've been at this since midnight, but we know it's an all day event. I did just want to switch gears quickly and show you the actual page on, well, you saw a little bit of it, but basically if you come to the page, you get these options to donate. I'm just going to click here. So you can see there is a little bit of a setup time. So that's why, at 11:55 at night, I'm going in here and putting in my 50 and starting to click through, and then get to that last screen so I can hit donate as soon as possible.
Allie, we're not seeing that screen.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not.
Okay. Let me see. I think it probably just pulled up. Thank you for saying so, Caroline. How about now?
Yep, see it now.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So I
Yep.
had to tell it to go to a different, it's all the same screen to me, I promise. Okay, so let me just go back to, this is the kind of our organization page as part of Give Local. And so you come to this page and you just tell people, click here and click donate. And then once you hit donate, you do walk through a few screens to say, how much, and then, are you a new donor? No, I'm not, and whatever your choices are, and then move forward to the confirmation. So it does take a couple minutes, which is why we get started a couple minutes before midnight, but not hit the final submission until Cinderella loses her shoe.
And you can have multiple browsers or multiple windows open with that loaded up for you. So
Excellent.
just an FYI.
Very good. The other, and then you see down here the different options I was showing where you can click in and it preloads the amount, or you can choose your own amount. This page has great information about, what just the need at Thrive, who we are. It mentions the different prizes we've talked about today. If you're sharing this ahead of time, you can even copy and paste some of this information. The other option that we have is for you to set up your own individual fundraiser. It still all comes back to this same page. So you put in your own information, the name, can be your family page. It could be on behalf of your church or just you personally. And then basically you create your own login on here, and then you can go and set up your page. So I have a page set up with my little photo on there, and I need to go in and put some other stuff. This is just kind of a, that's the default message that goes on there. But basically, so then I can share, if you look up here, I can share this with my, when I send out emails or texts. And it all still comes back to Thrive Peninsula. It just tells, at the end of the day, it says, okay, well, this, Allie's campaign helped with this much. I mean, there are organizations that use that fundraising piece, very successfully, and kind of drive competition among their own donors. It's there for you to use. I think that I know there are prizes based on an organization that has at least 10 fundraisers or more. So if it's something that you want to try out, it really is just sharing your own unique link as you're sending out information, posting it on your social media, sending it by email, sending it as a text, whatever you're comfortable doing. Any questions while we're on this page or from anything we've covered so far? Let's see. Caroline, do you want me to mention, or do you want to talk about the event next Wednesday?
Sure, absolutely. So
have
I'm
it
not
up
sure.
here.
Yeah, drink beer and do good. I already know that everybody on the call likes to do good things. I'm not sure whether you enjoy beer, but even if you don't enjoy beer, there's going to be a food truck there. And it's at Coastal Fermentary, which is downtown, right on the water. It's beautiful. And we're partnering with Help out of Hampton. Those are the two charities that will be benefiting from the sales, also from the food truck, as well as the brewery at Coastal. And then all of the tips that are received that day will be split between Help and Coastal. So we're rallying our supporters, our volunteers, our people that love Thrive. And we're just having a community gathering to just celebrate being together. The weather, the forecast looks beautiful. It's supposed to be sunny and perhaps maybe in the 60s. So we're just inviting everybody out. We're hoping to kind of make it a social gathering for everybody to kind of see each other face to face and kind of enjoy being together. It is a beautiful indoor outdoor venue. Like I said, the weather is going to be really lovely. So I know for us, it's still important for an indoor outdoor venue when we're looking at social outlets for me and my family. So just FYI that will be happening, and we'd love to see you. I will be there with my family and hope to see you there with yours.
I think we'll have some handouts also about Give Local. So if you're there and you wanted to take a stack to, workplace, worship place, friends, family, whatever, being an ambassador is, we welcome all. So if there are others that would love to help spread the word, there's just not enough people that can share the good message about what Thrive is doing. So I'm back on my PowerPoint. Can you see that or no?
No.
Okay. Okay. New share. I'm learning. It's different on every platform, it's like get used to Zoom, WebEx, Teams, all of it. But yes, we are very excited to, carry this forward in our 6th year. This year we will be surpassing $50,000. We know already we have up to 17,000 in matches. Most of those are from either partner churches that agree, to do a special set aside for Give Local. We also are going out to the business community and having some good success with businesses giving, higher dollar amount for them to be used as a match. I know Angela mentioned on the last call, we do send this information out to all of our partner churches so that they can include it in their e-bulletins or in print bulletins as well, just to let them know that Thrive's participating. We certainly know we're not the only nonprofit that our local places of worship are supporting that is part of Give Local. And that's really what's exciting about the day is, there's something for everybody, and some people spread out their gifts, but we also are fortunate that we've really grown this as a signature day to just share information about Thrive and grow those gifts. So it's going to be a great day of activity. It's a great day just for Thrive itself to share information, but really what makes it successful is having you as the ambassadors, either reshare that information, make your own posts about what makes Thrive so special. Make sure you're tagging Thrive in the posts and including that URL to get them to donate, or however you feel most comfortable working with your network and just making them aware about this opportunity to help Thrive and to help other people. Any questions, guys, or other feedback, other stories of your Give Local days and surprises, people that really stepped up to give that you weren't even expecting?
I can share just a quick story if that's helpful.
Yes, Cameron.
Sorry, I'm like doing double duty today, but I will just share that like I was surprised that I had people give who weren't from the 757. So like I reached out to friends from college, right? And just like people who, just like, hey, there's a really cool organization back home. Like if you have an extra couple bucks and can give today, it'd be really helpful to kind of help, keep momentum and keep providing to our community. And I was like pleasantly surprised that people who like have no ties to here except for knowing me were able to give and gave so generously.
Thank you.
But I think that is exactly the point, is stepping out of maybe our comfort zone a little bit and sharing the message of Thrive and what we love about Thrive, and asking just for pure participation. $10 from somebody who doesn't live in the 757, especially during a match hour, turns into $20 and potentially even more, because we strategize using those matches during times that we're striving to get those prize monies. So really, no gift is too small. All gifts are appreciated, and really just celebrating your connection and your passion for Thrive and the mission, and sharing, just your connection and celebrating that is really what the day is about and where we're going to find successes. So thank you for sharing that.
And how awesome, we're fueled by so much volunteer power. I mean, there really is nothing like it. And all of us, I think, who are regular volunteers, people, oh, you're at Thrive today. I mean, people just know it's part of our lives. So this is the, one of 2 days a year where we might say, hey, remember how I asked you for shoes? Well, today I'm asking you for, if you could make a donation. This place is, it runs on donations because, and volunteer power. So thank you all for being part of Thrive's story. And this is the day we get to tell it in a big way.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll be in touch lots more. We're at countdown on 3 weeks. We will share a little, a media kit, social media kit, with posts that you can use, blurbs for email. And then we will be in touch, leading up to remind you that the day is coming. We'll be sending in emails leading up to that midnight hour, and then keeping you informed throughout the day. I mean, we can all be hitting refresh on that on the givelocal757.org website, which is what I'm doing most of the day. But it's also fun just to reach out to this group and keep us all pumped up and really see that what we're doing is making a difference. So thank you.
And I'd like to add that if there's anything that you think about or want to see as part of the project or the campaign that you're not seeing, please reach out. We're happy to help. We're happy to provide printed materials. If you see stuff that, flyer that you want, we are going to be printing things out and providing them. So we'll have them. And we're happy to get those to you or provide them for you to pick up at Thrive. All just celebrating and supporting you and your efforts to make this a successful day for the whole team.
Let's see, Cameron had a chat. A JPEG of the Give Local 757 flyer for Thrive.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
So we're still in the works of actually making that. So as soon as we have it, we will send it out to everybody along with the media kit and everything that you possibly could think of or need. You will have it. And if you think of a different format that you would like it in or any other ideas, please send them our way. If you see something that's being successful in the past or something that you really want help with to create for yourself, let us know. We're happy to make that turnkey for you because we want to make it successful for you to be engaged and help us with this project.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for giving up some of your evening and just for your support of Thrive and what I know is going to be an exciting day of giving.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Good to see you all.
Good night.
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 Thank you. Good night.
Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.